this selling to Disney was necessary to keep the franchise going for the next 38 years? Do you think it could have survived on its own?
I think so. I think it's got a built-in audience. It would have happened one way or another. I just, the thing about Disney is that they've always been very jealous of other companies, and their way of dealing with that is not so much making their own product, but buying that other product and bringing it in. So now you've got Disney with Marvel and Lucas. It's, aren't there antitrust laws out there still?
No.
You don't need one company owning all the big franchises. It's not healthy.
Going back to what we're talking about with how Disney and how taken over the role of producing all of our future Star Wars films, at least for the moment. I know like many fans are very distraught about this. We've seen the trailers. It broke the record for most views in the first 48 hours. Amazing thing. It looks really awesome. But, I mean, how does the panel view how J.J. Abrams is going to take this? I mean, we all love the plastic lens flares from Star Trek. Do you think that with his previous work in Revolution, the TV series, was amazing, do you think that he'll be able to transfer that art he's grown from experiencing that and Star Trek both response to new Star Wars films and how we've already seen them in the trailers?
I think he's a good choice. Yeah, no, I did pretty much all I want to say. He's a good choice.
The one thing I have to say about that is, and I know people will hate me after I say this, but I wasn't a really big Star Trek fan to begin with.
Either.
Until I saw the new Star Trek movie. Now, I know some of you who are Star Trek fans, you might have not liked it, you might have hated it, but I honestly think that a movie like that was more aimed towards someone like me who didn't want to get muddled in the years of chronology that the Star Trek mythos has had on its own. So I will always have J.J. Abrams to thank for getting me interested in Star Trek. Now you'll notice, let's go back to the archetype story. There's a lot of really funny articles on the internet where they say J.J. Abrams used the Star Wars template for the Star Trek remake. He orphaned Kirk at a young age, setting that apart from the original continuity. And by having sort of the older mentor keeper coming in and introducing him and convincing him to go to Starfleet, he essentially introduced sort of an Obi-Wan character into there. So people were always sort of putting it tongue-in-cheek by saying that J.J. Abrams was sort of making his own Star Wars movie with a Star Trek template. So I have high hopes for the new trilogy. Again, I'm not an expert on J.J. Abrams' filmography, but just from what little I know, lens flares aside, I have high hopes that he does well with the new series.
I was not a Star Trek fan. I saw the first one when it was originally on TV, and it was okay. And the second episode I didn't like. It's the characters I don't like, and that's the very thing that everyone else loves about the show. If there's one thing I would ask them to do in Star Trek is give us more Green Girl.
I just have a question. I'm kind of confused. Why do you guys keep saying there's 6 movies? Everybody knows there's 5. Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith, A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. So
Phantom Menace.
That would be amazing.
Phantom Menace.
I think